Dick Rickles here.
Are swords cool? Yes. Are people who own swords cool? No.
What a champ, though. It's a bridge.
It's a half-built
it's a dock,
bridge.
actually.
The 1940s in Nazi Germany.
Oh my god. Says Jeremy Dewitte's latest arrest. Like, this has happened before, but you know, this is the last time that it happened. Ugh. I apologize for all the sniffles. He does it because he wants people to know that he, in no way, definitely, super, absolutely, does not have an incredibly small penis. For sure. It's definitely normal to large size, not super, super, super laughably tiny. I'm sure that has, like, at least something to do with it. At least something, you know? Let's watch him get arrested. Cop watch. These guys are just like real world police, where it's like a lot of body cam footage. So this guy, this particular officer that's following them right now, I don't know if he's assigned to Jeremy. I don't know if it's like just a personal vendetta, because apparently Jeremy almost ran this guy off the road at one point, and now he just has a really big stick up his ass trying to make sure that Jeremy minds his P's and Q's. Oh, holy Jesus. Well, I mean, yeah, like, you know, like I said, if you're not, like, you need to not get out or off of your vehicle when a cop stops you. You need to stay there. And the thing about Jeremy that's especially stupid is the fact that they carry around like tasers and these guns that they're less than lethal, but they look like real guns. It's like the one time I'd be super okay with police brutality. Well, it gets fun. Don't you worry about that. It gets fun.
Britt, don't reach for that firearm. Walk away from your bike. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Go down to your knees.
Wow, Jeremy is just dumber than a fucking bag of rocks. I want to point out the difference of these two's actions. Okay? Because, like, Jeremy, who we'll just call Thing 1, and not Jeremy, Thing 2 over here, these two are behaving very differently. One is behaving like a fucking idiot who doesn't take this in the least bit seriously, and the other one is behaving like an actual human being who has seen what police will do when they feel threatened.
Britt, don't reach for that firearm. Walk away from your bike.
Look at it.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Go down to your knees. Do not reach for that firearm. Do not reach for that firearm. Go down to your knees. Go down to your stomach. Do not reach for that firearm. Go down to your stomach now.
Like, the other guy's just following these orders the right way immediately.
Do not reach for that firearm. You hear me? Go ahead and secure him. What? He got the firearm on his side.
Yeah, these bikes don't look like police bikes at all, Jer. They look totes legit.
You're openly carrying a firearm. What? You're openly carrying a firearm. I'm carrying a pepper ball. You already know that. I do not know that. That is a firearm. That is a firearm right now.
Now, and I'm not going to say this often, okay, but in Jeremy's defense, this guy does know that Jeremy typically only carries a pepper ball gun. However, police have to treat these incidents like individual incidents. He can't be like, oh, this is Jeremy. He always carries a fake gun, so I'm going to assume it's a fake gun even when he gets off of the bike and starts walking right towards me. Like, police are paranoid by necessity. It comes with the job, all right? So, like, he doesn't give two thin shits that he knows that it's a pepper ball. He has to treat you like this is the first time that you're meeting him.
It's a firearm. I do not know it's a pepper ball. That looks like a regular firearm. You know it's a pepper ball, even just in case you know.
It is so funny how Jeremy's been in these incidents so many times that he's always able to like rattle off names and emails and shit like that of like, you know this.
All right, go ahead and stand up. You can stay at your bike.
You see, because he doesn't have the same shit that Jeremy has.
Whoa. Leave my camera alone, bro. Jeremy, leave my camera alone. No, you're not going to talk to me. Okay, I dictate this traffic stop, not you. You understand me? What are you yanking my helmet off? I'm trying to take your helmet off. What are you yanking my helmet off? I'm trying to identify you because I can't see you. You're trying to identify me? Bro, leave my camera alone. What are you doing? Okay. Go ahead and sit up. Stay right there.
You know, Jeremy, you would probably know all this protocol and everything if you were an actual fucking cop.
Hang tight. I gotta. What is this? It is a fire. No, I do not. You know it's a pepper ball. Stop it, man. All right, I'm gonna take it up. Bullshit. Stop with that bullshit.
You know, I'm not one for victim blaming.
All right, Jeremy, you're being arrested for
But-
carrying a concealed weapon.
Concealed weapon.
I'm not playing for you. That's concealed. That holster's concealed.
I'm pretty sure this cop doesn't know Jeremy because I think this is a different county than his town, than his own. No. I understand that this might be a different county, but I'm saying that this particular police officer, like the last video that we watched together, I think, you and me, where no. I mean, one of the videos that we watched that where he was like he was like explaining to him exactly what was wrong with his SUV, and he was trying to figure out if his insurance was valid or not. But he's the exact same guy as this guy. And there's even another incident entirely where like Jeremy punches a car that belongs to a police chief in that county, and he's in that county as well. Like, Florida's got some pretty big counties, so like in some areas, so it's entirely possible that like while this doesn't take place in Jeremy's town, it can definitely take place in the same county. He's so indignant in regards to all this standard operating procedure of cops for someone who goes out of his way to try and pretend to be a cop. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for somebody who like goes out and like LARPs as a police officer, like he really is like shocked about all the protocol that's used against him. Like, I mean, dude, like you had to know some of this, right? It's almost like the people on a 90-Day Fiance, the ones that go the ones that go to like out of the country, that leave the country to find their partner. It's like those people that get to Morocco or whatever, and they're like, oh shit, there's different customs and rules here. It's like, yeah, it's a different fucking country. Like, the same kind of goes with this guy, with Jeremy, where it's like, dude, you pretend to be a cop so much, like, I am shocked that you just don't know and follow all of these rules that they keep telling you to follow.
What are you talking about? How the fuck are you? What are you talking about? It's in plain view. Florida's got your 9-7.
Oh my god.
Give me a sergeant. Give me a lieutenant. It was in plain view. It's in plain view. How am I being call for a cage car?
A cage car. There you go.
Lieutenant. Go ahead and stand up, Jeremy. Give me a lieutenant. Give me a lieutenant. Jeremy, just be quiet. No, give me a lieutenant. Jeremy, just be quiet. You can't. Come on, man.
Look, we're taking all your stuff. Just deal with it. Okay?
Got him. Jeremy, be quiet.
Get me a lieutenant. Get me a lieutenant. He's like a child where he thinks like just saying it over and over and over and over and over again is gonna get him. I hope he keeps that. Like he's like, man, I needed a new pepper ball and a new baton. I needed all new stuff like this. I'm just gonna keep this. Just gonna keep it.
Sit down, Jeremy. He wasn't talking. Sit down. No, I'm telling you to sit down. Go ahead and sit down. On the ground. On the ground until we get a cage car. It's falling off over the side. Go ahead and sit on your butt. Take your legs out. I check.
I always feel bad for Jeremy's employees. Because it seems like they don't know what's going on until, like, this shit goes down.
You're not getting a lieutenant. You're going to be quiet. You're going to be quiet. Why is 970 not valid now? Why is Stephen Casey Miller's email not valid now?
Oh my god, dude.
I don't understand. It was in plain. Jeremy, listen to me. Jeremy, listen to me. You guys told us
And you know, like, again, I don't mean to defend Jeremy here or anything like that, but I mean, there's tons of times where, like, Jeremy's like, you told us blah, blah, blah. And I kind of have a feeling like he's being told different things by different police departments. Like, different precincts are telling him different things. And it's like, if that's the case, that's messed up. You know, that's not great. You shouldn't be doing that. But I mean, like, for fuck's sake, he makes it so easy to want to, like, to single him out. Like, I know that's not like a fair thing to do and that they shouldn't be operating under that, but I mean, like, dude, he draws so much attention to himself. For one thing, he dresses up like a cop and he makes all the cars and the motorcycles look like cop cars and motorcycles. Like, I mean, it's pretty nuts how it's like he's both constantly doing this and shocked every single time that it happens. And not to bring up this point again, I guess, but I mean, like, he also wants to be a police officer. Like, he wants to look and act like one. So it's also shocking that it doesn't understand these rules and, like, these regulations.
shutting the body camera off to make a phone call.
All right, so he's shutting the body camera off to make a phone call. We're still on mute here. Okay. Look at the other guy. He feels so... The other guy is like, I have no idea what's going on here.
Listen, you're free to go. I don't have anything on you. You're free to go. So you can do what you can do what you need. You do. You to call. You do have a license, right? Take my phone off my bike right there. Okay, no, but you're free to go. Take my phone. No. Joe, hey, that's my. What the fuck is going on?
I mean, what do you mean what is going on, dude? They can take whatever they want.
Sit down and be quiet. Sit down. Where's the lieutenant? Where's the lieutenant?
This is these two guys just barking at each other on the side of a highway. This other guy's got to be like thanking his lucky stars that he's just like, oh, thank God, I can just leave. Now, is this a speedometer? Is that what that is? People are really slowing down for it. God damn. I would hate also to just be standing on the shoulder like this. Like, that feels risky.
Jeremy, I'm going to explain this to you right now, and I want you to listen up, and I want you to stop running your mouth. Okay. All right, you sound like a little child out here running your mouth. Okay, listen to me. Jeremy, listen to me. I'm going to tell it to you. Okay? You're being arrested for carrying a concealed weapon. That's what you're being charged with. When we get off the roadside, I'm not going to argue with you here on the roadside. This isn't the place or time to argue with you. Listen to me. It's not the time or place to argue with you. When we're done here, I'm going to take you back to the station, and then we'll talk about it. But I'm not going to argue with you up here on I-4. It's not the place. It's not the
It's the I-4.
Okay, so listen to me. You are it's a concealed weapon. I said when we get off this roadway, I will discuss it with you. But I'm not going to discuss it with you here. It's a bad place. So as soon as
he just said he's not going to argue with you about this on the fucking highway, dude. Vidler, that's the guy's name, Vidler.
Here's the thing, too. My camera's going. When you get him in the car, do not discuss anything with him. Don't talk to him. He's going to be running his mouth all the way.
I love that. He's going to be running his mouth the whole way. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, Jeremy,
It's genuinely like watching a mom talk to her 13-year-old. Yeah, I know. It's...
So, Sergeant, how is it concealed if I wasn't wearing a jacket and you rode up next to me and you clearly saw it? How is it concealed? Can you answer that? Sergeant.
I don't know. I don't know the laws, dude. I can't answer that. Like,
If it was in plain view,
maybe Orange County's fucking huge, so I can imagine that this is also... You should up the video audio a bit. Okay, good. My bad, everybody.
You're destroying my business by doing what you're doing, and I didn't do anything illegal today. I'm not wearing anything over my
today,
belt.
I love that qualification. I didn't do anything illegal today, all right? Boo fucking who? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It's like, I know plenty of people who have businesses that are like in construction, that, you know, are in landscaping, all kinds of big things that have lights on them and shit like that. And you know, they're not getting harassed by the police constantly because they're doing it properly. Like, I don't know. All of this is so suspect, Jeremy. Like the shirt, the bike, the belt, the everything, the helmet, like all of it is just so easy to grab and be like, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. Like, I mean, like, it's so easy for them to do this, especially for professionals who are here with like memorized statutes and shit like that. Not saying that you haven't also memorized statutes, but you've memorized them wrong. There's all kinds of ones that it's like, you mean to like quote 790, but you accidentally quote 970, which doesn't even exist. Like, there's all kinds of these incidents where it's just like, you're so in the wrong that I don't even understand how you're still doing what you're doing. Like, I mean, I genuinely don't understand, Jeremy, how you are not in like some sort of mental health care facility, because like every single time you're caught doing this and then released to do it again, you're like shocked. And I don't know if it's just like to help your case in some sort of weird insanity / ignorance plea, but I mean, like, dude, it's so constant. Like, I mean, everybody from like layman to professional police officers to Dr. fucking Phil have all said to your face, you're acting a fool. Stop it. Just stop.
I'm not hiding anything. You rode up next to me and you clearly saw it on my face.
Dude, he even looks, he's just got such a punchable face too. It's not like, and you know what? That's not his fault. That's just the face he was born with. He's just working with what God gave him. But I mean, like, God damn, dude. Every time, like, you start getting riled up, you just want to, like, I just want to smack you in the face with a cast iron skillet.
carrying a concealed weapon. It's not even a weapon. It's for less lethal purposes, self-defense purposes. How is that illegal? Sergeant, I'm asking you a question. You have enough cars here to protect us from the accident. So explain that to me. If it's in plain view, when exactly was it concealed?
And he just keeps going.
Belt, your weapon's on your belt. Is that concealed? Sergeant, Officer Alexander, your weapon's on your belt. Is it concealed? Can you clearly see that?
Dude, seriously. You have the right to remain silent. That's not just a nice way of saying shut the fuck up. It's so you don't keep running your mouth and self-incriminate. Yeah, he can't be blamed for having a punchable face, but he does nothing to make that fact more manageable. He just, like, gives you a small novella of more reasons to punch him. He has the right to remain silent. What he lacks is the capacity. Where's that from? Shit, I can't remember where that's from now, that quote. But, like, man, and he always looks so... Shrek. Oh, yeah. That's right. But, like, man, Jeremy just looks like a tall toddler who's just constantly whining about shit that he's getting himself into.
I'm a little confused. Sergeant. There's nothing else. You got no knives in your boots, right? No. You want to check the boots? Yeah. You want to take the gloves off, Jimmy? Sergeant, can you tell me, can you answer that for me, please?
Oh my God,
If
Jared,
I'm
just
wearing my
shut
weapon in plain view,
up.
how is it concealed? Nothing in it. Sergeant Biddler.
Dude.
Jimmy, I already explained it to you. I'm not going to discuss it here. You didn't explain it to me. You're charging me for a concealed weapon. Okay, but what did I tell you? We'll discuss this back at the station. I'm not going to discuss it out here with you. Just go ahead and get in there, Jeremy. Take those cuffs and I'll double lock. You're towing check the pocket. You're towing my
Yeah,
body.
they're doing all that stuff,
You're putting me
dude.
into custody for a concealed weapon when it was in plain view.
Dude, all of this, none of this is meant to be like, oh, we're getting a dangerous criminal with a pepper ball gun off the street. Not another pepper ball gun off the street, fellas. Good job. That's not why they're doing this, okay? They're doing this because they want you specifically, you, Jeremy Dewitte, of Metro State of fucking Orange County, Florida, okay? They want you specifically to cut the shit, okay? They want you to stop it. So they're hoping that every time that they do this, and they hit you with some, whether it's a technicality or just a really obviously broken law, like, whether it's one or the other, they just want you to stop. And like, look, you want to run a funeral escort service, that's your business, okay? Literally, that's your business, okay? But I mean, like, stop all this. All of it. Stop the reflective yellow shirts. Stop the pepper ball guns. You're doing funeral escorts. What could you possibly need all that shit for? Taser? Fine. Whatever. Okay? The baton? Fine. Whatever. But like, you especially don't need to be encouraging your employees to carry weapons for funeral escorts. Like, when it comes to like low danger, low risk jobs like this, if you give a person in a low risk job like that a weapon and then tell them it's for self-defense, they're just going to start running through every possible scenario that they have and every single possible excuse that they have to pull that gun out and start just acting like someone who knows how to use it. Let me put it that way.
And it wasn't a weapon, it's a self-defense pepper ball. So how is that illegal?
They don't care.
Sergeant, Stephen Casey Miller even emailed you saying that they weren't illegal.
Then argue it in court, dude.
And your lawyers at your sheriff's office said it wasn't illegal. It's the Velcro. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Then argue it in court.
Sergeant, even your own attorney.
And say your rights are being violated.
The sheriff's office sent you an email saying that it's not illegal for us to carry our member balls in plain view.
He really just does not get that nothing is going to get done on this fucking highway, is he? This fucking overpass.
Jeremy, sit down. Sit down, put your butt all the way to there. Put your back against that wall.
He's always trying to joke around, too, with, like, the cops that don't know him that well.
No, man, I gotta make sure. Save that bullshit for somebody else. This I do it there. Yeah, okay. Fiddler, Sergeant.
Man, what did he say?
No, man, I gotta make sure. Save that bullshit for somebody else. This I do it there. Yeah, okay. Fiddler, Sergeant, can you explain to me how I'm carrying a concealed
Bro, this is not gonna get talked about up here. And you're like talking shit to the other cop that's just searching your boots like he's got to. You're wearing them fucking knee-high boots. Like, who knows what you can hide in there.
I don't know if that's gonna happen without me getting out. That's fine. Yeah, that's not gonna happen at all. Okay. All right, big seat. So, Sergeant, can you explain that to me? Slide in. Oh, okay. Slide in. Watch your knee. There you go. Oh, now you want to be nice?
Oh my god. What a douche. Too, like, even if he's in the right, it's hard to be on this guy's side, you know? Even if he's like, even if all this really is like some weird borderline harassment, conspiratorial bullshit that like the Orange County Police is after the family DeWitt. But I mean, like, for one thing, that's probably not the case. And for another thing, it's like, even if it was the case, it's like, he makes it so hard to root for him. You know, he makes it so hard to be like, yeah, Jeremy, you're doing it. Look at him go. You got it, bud. You little scamp. You know, he could have that following where it's like, oh, you know, this lovable jackass. He's just doing his best, waking up every day, trying his hardest to make funeral escorts safe.
Just hang tight here until the tow truck. Once I get the bike loaded, we'll go back to the motor office at second floor. Got it. Okay. Sounds good. You need a bag or anything for that?
Let me see if he's talking in there. Is this the cop car that has him? I'm shocked that he's not like still talking. Oh. I would be freaking the fuck out if I was in this position. Like, masked in this cluttered interrogation room. It's not even really like an interrogation room or a holding cell or anything like that. This has got to be just like... This room is like specifically for people like Jeremy, where it's just like, well... If he is slow, we can't just put him back there, so... Alright, Jerry, anything to say? Alright. Well, that's Jeremy DeWitte's latest arrest.